Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. I'm playing the game Trials of Ayash, which is created by a team of 2, just known as Nowski, on the Steam store page. It sparked my interest in that the game was about indigenous peoples and their legends. I assume they meant the Americas, but they don't outright say that on the store page. While other games in the past have had Native Americans before, this game seems to place them as the main characters for the most part, and the majority of the characters who you interact with. The concept of also going into a world of mythical creatures also excited me. I was thinking of some God of War or Witcher type thing with just a much lower budget when I was reading about the details. You gather resources, you craft things, you interact with the NPC members of your tribe, who supposedly will actually help you with tasks, I haven't gotten that far yet, and fight mythical beasts and humans alike with your tribe. It sounded intriguing, so I bought the game, and now I'm beginning to play. Now I want to make it clear that I am in no way sponsored by the developers. I'll post more stuff about it later, but for now, I'll just let you guys see the first mission, and let you decide for yourself if it's something worth picking up.
Blood and death were always part of life in these lands. But when the new foe emerged from the cold north, it would clash with the tribes in a war that would forever change life in this part of the world. Many tribes would be quickly subdued, conquered, scattered as seeds in the wind. Some turned to the only advantage they had. Fighting from the forests was brutal and devastating. So much that elders decided to make peace with the enemy. Minor autonomy for turning in you and your brothers at arms. Forced labor in the caverns of the mountains, till death was your fate. Or so you were thinking.
Hey, you, finally awake. Wildman soon will send us to the mines. I hope you're as strong as an ox. Otherwise, you will not survive that long. Wild tribes are ferocious warriors. They must have hit you with one of the maces in the head when they captured you. Don't you remember anything? Our war chief waged war against the Wildmen. But our braves stood no chance against their heavy infantry, so Gold Wonder's god quickly subdued our tribe. The warriors like you and me wage war from the forests and shadows. But Great Spirit was cruel and snatched our victory like thieves in the night. We were betrayed. Our chieftain sold us in exchange for some autonomy. This is how we ended up in these frozen wastes. They're using us to mine more materials, with so much more they can make many spears. Yes, there's no point resisting. Even if we manage to take over the camp, they'll send reinforcements from the town to slaughter us. They let us have our bear claws, but that's mainly useful for catching rats if we need more meat. The simple stone axe will shatter our hand-boned claws. Most likely we will die here.
Enough talking, maggots! Time to work! Leave your cage at once and move to the mine! Behave yourself, or by the Great Spirit, I'll give you the taste of my mace. I'll drink from your skull! Leave your cage at once and move to the mine! Move now! I told the cook to feed you a bit. You've just arrived here, and you already look like a dead body. Meat is for our braves only. Rabbit boys like you only get some mushroom soup. Once you take your rations, you work until it's dark. Do you understand?
Ah, another one. Here, take this mushroom soup and some water. Go to the mine now. You don't want to make their braves anxious.
Hey you, what do you think you're doing? You just took my bloody soup. Look, I would give it to you, but I struggle to survive. If you are hungry, you can take this apple. That's the least I can do.
Well, well, what do we have here? A new face in the work camp. I'm a simple peddler. I trade some goods here. Should you need them? If you must. Guards usually turn a blind eye. At least as long as we do not trade any weapons, that is. Also, no ore or anything that comes from mines. The mine's controller would break my bones should we make such a foolish mistake. And even if we did, what am I going to do with jade here? I used to be in a merchant guild called Kuviasu. I tried to get rich by selling bread, but the grain was expensive. So I had to mix it with other ingredients to keep a good weight. Some people died, and I ended up here. That's a dumb question. Of course not. Sure.
We don't have much. Please, don't steal from us next time.
Don't listen to that trouble-debt. You need to use your strength to get to the Nephrite.
Ah, there's someone else.
Believe me or not, you are easy to replace. Many prisoners won't kill you for this position.
I will try to do my best, but please give me the last chance.
Not now.
Do not interrupt me. Move up to the mine.
To be honest, at first, I didn't believe the rumors that they caught your band. You should have listened to the chieftain. You wouldn't be caged like most of former braves here. After our chieftain decided to bring words of wisdom, not war to the wild men from the north, I have become a hunter.
We need to prepare for an invasion. South should be ours. From tomorrow, we reduce rations for prisoners and increase deliveries to our camps in the south. Every prisoner who stole a single piece of mineral will not receive a ration for 1
I
week.
supply food for them and tribute as we promised after the fighting. Enough talking about the past. I remember that you were a pretty good hunter before the war. If you want, guards shouldn't cause any problems if the overseer doesn't know. After all, I always give them the best meat I can find. It should be alright. Just don't tell the brave near the entrance to the cave. You can use my bow.
We need to prepare for an invasion. South should be ours. From tomorrow, we reduce rations for prisoners and increase deliveries to our camps in the south. Every prisoner who stole a single piece of mineral will not receive a ration for 1 week.
Try staying alive. I wish I could help you.
Ah, there's someone else.
The Sun God is genuinely generous if he brings our foes to their knees. If you'll work till the dark, make sure to bring us a lot of ore. At the end of the day, I expect decent results.
We need to work now. We will meet together during the break. we can rest for a little. Yes, we won't survive long in the mines. Many of our warriors blame you for getting us imprisoned. But how could you know that our chief would betray us? That's why I'll trust you again. If we stay here for long, we won't have any strength to escape. When I was working in the last tunnel, I noticed a small opening gap. There is a second part of the cave that might help us leave this place. We will die here anyway. We need to try it. We are not the only ones who are willing to escape the mines. We will need more braves if we wish to escape. Many of our braves are afraid. Bring words of wisdom to convince them. I think Asalok can't stand the mine any longer. He used to cook in our warpen, and he could come in handy. We could also use the help of Onove. He's built like a bear and could help us with shattering the stones separating us from freedom. The third one is named Quetzal. He was a medicine man previously. If we get sick, his help will be invaluable. And Bad Witchy, one of the warriors that fought with us side by side, but it'll be hard to convince him. He blames everything on you, but maybe you'll be able to explain to him that our chieftain is the one to blame. They'll probably enter the cave soon. Better go and have a word with them.
Ayash, I finally sent you to the mines. You wouldn't be here if not for your folly. You remember me, right? I am Honovi. Asalok got beaten up for refusing to work. This trade in words now ends. If we continue, we will share the fate of Asalok. You shouldn't talk so loud. I didn't agree to anything yet. Behind this wall, there must be another cave which will lead us somewhere. But if the cave turns out to be just another corridor without an exit, we will be doomed. I have experience with work like this, but I have to deliver the guards plenty of resources today. Otherwise, they'll suspect me of something. I need you to create extension for my pickaxe. At the same time, I'll soften the wall with my old tool. Return to me with the fixed pickaxe. Also be on the lookout for guards. You wouldn't want them to spot a gap. You are back. I just finished softening up the wall. It appears that your intentions are honest. In this case, you need to speak with Quetzal. He used to be a medicine man and worked with shamans in the past. During our struggle, he helped us without fear or question. Most of us are wounded. We simply need him. He's probably entering the cave as we speak. Have a word with him.
Greetings, warrior. How can I help you? Has he spoken with you already? I did speak with the rest of the Braves, but I did not want to anger wild warriors. If they catch a whiff of this plan, no one will leave this place alive. I wish I could, and maybe I would put my life on the line, but I can't leave our wounded Braves in this wasteland without medicine. I'm quite tired of the work, and I can't even use one of the scrolls I wrote with charcoal on this rock. I want you to take the spell to the wounded and pray to the Great Spirit to remove the sickness. Remember that once you use the spell painted on the rock, it's gone and can't be used again until you find a new one. You use your dream catcher with my spell. Your ancestors have been doing this for ages. If they stop you, tell them that I sent you to heal some of the workers that have fallen sick. Don't disappoint me. I will wait for you here.
Where do you think you're going? I said that you work till the dark. I have seen you talking with prisoners as well. It's no place for chatter. And now you're trying to leave the mine. You better have some good excuse. You're testing my patience. But if the medicine man helps him out, we will have more workforce. So I'll allow this one last time, but remember, I expect much resources at the end of this day.
Finally, you are back. Did the spell work? Yes, using Dreamcatcher to cast spells often drains your willpower. Now let's hope that the brave will return to proper health. As for my aid, let's hope the Sun God will give us fortune during our escape. I will help you.
You again. I hope to never see your cowardly spirit ever again. I never expected you to surrender. I trusted you to avenge our ancestors and not to shame their spirits. You'll need to redeem yourself as the chieftain's brave if you want to regain my respect. You'll need to redeem yourself as the... But before you go, they have released Asalok. He's badly beaten, but he wishes to speak with you.
Yes, they're not feeding us enough. Sadly, the guards want to keep us weak so we cannot escape. I have one idea that could help us survive a little bit longer. Times are tough. We could try to make a rat soup. We have an option to starve as well. Look around in the cave or in the camp around their storage. As you have already seen, I'm pretty wounded. You'll have to cook it yourself. Bring me 3 rations of this recipe. Great. We will need some provisions to survive the travel. He did speak words of wisdom. Let's hope we succeed, or otherwise it's the butcher's axe for us. You will have a fight tonight. While they were beating me, I stole 2 health potions. Please take them. It might help you win this. You need to notify Shift Manager that you will fight tonight. He will give you some time to rest before.
You should be working your guts out. Why are you wasting my time? Ha ha ha, you, are you kidding me? You will be out after the first round. Get back to work, your body looks miserable. You, Craven. You fought like brigand in the forest, feasting on mushrooms, while I fought like a man in a line battle. You'll fight to the death in the pit. Only the blood of our enemies can soothe the Great Spirit. You can leave the mine and enjoy your last few hours before your death.
Kill him now!
I want to welcome you all to the pit fights. The first fight will be between prisoners. Ayash will have to face Ahiga. Ahiga, once he was a friend of free tribes, now battered and regretful, wishes Ayash would pay the blood price.
swing with him and finish it now!
We have an unexpected winner. The second fight will start immediately. This time Ayash will face another prisoner, Aditi. He's tall as a tree and will put a good fight in the Sun God's name.
There is no death, only a change of worlds.
Stop swinging with him and finish it now!
The third fight will be between guard and prisoner. Apit is one of our rabbit scouts that'll face the brigand of the forests.
Ayash is a weak prisoner! Just beat him to death! Ayash is a weak prisoner! Just beat him to death!
It appears the ancestors were with Ayash. The pit fights for today are over. The winner receives bigger food rations. Once the day ends and the prisoners are in cells, we will get to feasting.
You made the spirits of our ancestors proud by winning. Now it's time to break the walls that is separating us from freedom. We managed to steal some weapons during your fight. He was asked by the guard right before your pit fight. He said he will join us later. Take this knife. We don't know what is behind the wall. Great Spirit be praised. We made it. Who are these people near the campfire? Wait, can you hear it? Someone is in the caves behind us.
Cruel spirits! They almost caught us! I had to destroy the passage behind us. It'll give us only a few hours before they'll get through. I used a magic scroll that I had hidden for emergencies. Who are those tall, stone-wearing creatures near the campfire? I don't like the look of this.
The elves look like mainlanders. They seem stronger and bigger than us. It appears that they were wounded after their giant canoe broke on the cliffs. A good omen. Our ancestors must be watching over us. We did not encounter them in full strength. Do you see those small canoes there? This is our way out of here. Let's sail along the coast. With the speed of the wine spirits, let's hope they won't catch up to us. These caverns led us down the mountains. Some god must smile upon us. we, at last, feel the warmth of the sun. Probably the forests are filled with game. We sent Oliver to scout ahead, and with some luck, he'll hunt some rabbits. We sent him a while ago. The omens before his departure were not good. I'm afraid he might be in danger. We need to find him.
We must leave the cave. Wild tribesmen might be catching up to us. Hanabi must be found. We are not leaving one of us behind.
One thing is for sure, we must leave the caves if they catch us. It's the Butcher's axe for us. We need to find Hanabi. We can't lose more people.